Welcome to the CitizenU Lounge.
We're the two teachers.
No fancy words, no fancy suits. Plain talk about issues you need to know.
Just in time.
And it dawned upon us this week in our classrooms how life imitates art and how politics imitates reality TV.
Well, we're always looking for the best system to pick a winner, no matter whether we're talking about sports, politics, or, as you referenced, reality TV.
So when you look at the evolution of how we've selected our presidential candidates in those caucuses, in those party conventions, in those primaries, Andy, it reminds us a lot of the evolution of reality TV. Let's start with the founding. Let's start with Survivor.
Well, essentially, we have a choice between having a few experts in the room picking the winner or having a lot of people picking the winner. Initially, we favored having just a few experts, those experienced veterans who knew their tribe members, like a survivor tribe, like a survivor jury, picking the person that they thought would be best. Of course, there were factions. Of course, there were alliances. It was always political. But at the beginning, it was experts picking the nominee, picking the winner.
So like Survivor, where only the participants are involved in choosing the winner, likewise, in the early part of our republic, the participants chose the candidates and the winners. That smoke-filled room of party members controlled the system. Andy, this evolved. As we democratized our system, we introduced this thing called a caucus, where the common man was invited in. And Andy, this is a lot like Dancing with the Stars.
Well, Dancing with the Stars merges those experts with the voters. And so we opened up opportunities to party members to meet with each other in a caucus format, where they would pick delegates who would then be sent to the national convention. This was a way to expand the power of the people in each party to ordinary party members out in, let's say, Iowa, as the Iowa caucus.
So in Dancing with the Stars, you've got the three expert judges who really play a big role in determining who's got the best dance, who's got the best interpretation of that dance. But at the same time, we can call in, we the people can call in and register our vote. It's a hybrid between the elite and the common man, not unlike the caucuses. But Andy, as you've said in your class, not unlike how the Democrats to this day use superdelegates.
Well, the Democrats, remember, out of the 2,300 delegates who go to the Democratic Convention, 850 of them are superdelegates. These are the party leaders. They might be Democratic governors, senators, representatives. So you figure that's about 20% of Democratic delegates got there because they're the leaders. They're the judges, mixing with popular support through primary elections. But if you take it to the Republican primary, where there are hardly any superdelegates at all, they put all of the trust in the Republican voters in Republican primaries. Well, that sounds a little bit like American Idol.
Well, American Idol, Andy, you have those elite judges. You have the three sitting behind the table saying, you know, dog, that's a great interpretation of that song. But in the end, it's the people's vote that matters. In the end, in American Idol, we choose the winner. Not unlike what we've seen in our current affair here, choosing candidates for the Republicans or choosing candidates for the Democrats. In recent years, we the people in primary elections play the dominant role.
And not unlike American Idol, sometimes in a primary contest, a long nomination process, we're wondering, how did that candidate make it to the next round? You might be wondering that right now.
Well,
much like we remember Sanjaya. How did Sanjaya make it past all those rounds? Well, when you trust the people in a nomination process, exclusively the people, that's one of the problems.
You begin to see why the Democrats have held on to this superdelegate idea. These party leaders still playing a role in the process. The superdelegates perform kind of a hedge role, kind of a safety valve. Just in case the people aren't making the right decision, the superdelegates can come in and kind of push the people along. But not unlike we saw in 2008 as the superdelegates came out quite early to endorse for Barack Obama.
But look at what the American Idol producers did 2 years ago, putting in the judges' safety nets, right? If the people oust one of the contestants too soon, the judges can intervene and save that contestant. A student of mine today liken that to checks and balances, checking the power of the people with the American
Isn't
Idol
it
judges.
interesting how life imitates art, and more so, how our politics imitates reality TV? We're the two teachers. No fancy words, no fancy suits. Plain talk about issues you need to know.
Just in time.